is still continuation of our lecture on the verification of the law of dihybrid inheritance, as it was put forward by the man which is regarded as the father of genetics, Mendel. So he put up this ratio, that is the F2 for all plants that is a Mendelian compliant plant. It is going to bring up this ratio 9331. So don't forget that I told you that the law of dihybrid inheritance is when you are studying two characteristics or two characters or traits of an organism. If you are studying two at the same time. So just like we are studying the shape and the height together, you know that these are two independent traits of any organism. So the height as well as the shape. So let's see how Mendel was able to come up with L2 to the 9331 ratio. This is at the genotypic level. So Mendel, just like I said, the crossing, let's imagine a crossing of this plant. Let's say a plant that has that is tall, a plant that is tall and round seeded. So don't forget that I told you that for Mendelian principle, capital letter T is going to be dominant over small letter t. So that means the small letter t will be used for shortness. That is, if the plant is not tall, the plant must be short. So, and if this plant is not round, that means it must be what? Wrinkled. It must be wrinkled. So let's now imagine a situation whereby you have a tall round seeded plant. When you are crossing it with a short wrinkled seeded. So this is going to give us capital letter T, and capital letter R and capital letter R. Whereas the two allele for this one is going to be small letter T and a small letter R. So it's going to be, this one will represent short wrinkled seeded plant. This one is going to be tall round seeded plant. So let's imagine a crossing between these two, like this. We are crossing it with a diagonal crossing between a plant that is tall but round seeded. We are crossing it with a plant that is short and wrinkled seeded. So that is going to be the genotype of our crossing. So that, and don't forget that the law of dihybrid inheritance, which is also known as the law of independent assortment, is actually telling us that the presence of any of these, that is either capital letter word or small letter word, is independent, does not follow any basic natural principle. It is all independent. That is, the presence of this one does not affect the presence of the other one. So that at the end of the day, we are going to have, this is going to be the parents, and the parental gamete is going to be, the parents will be represented by PO, and the gamete will be represented by P1. So that you are going to have something like this. Then R. So we are crossing it with another one which is small letter T, small letter T, and small letter R, small letter R. That is the type of crossing I want to do. Now, what that is telling us is that if you pick this, you can pick, don't forget that you can pick this one. This is number one. You are picking number two here. This one with, so it's going to be capital letter T, small letter T. And if you pick this one, you cross it with this one as well. So that don't forget, the first filial generation of any Mendelian plant is going to be heterozygous. It's going to be heterozygous. That is telling us that you are going to have 4 of this type, because when you cross this with this, and this one with this, is going to be in 4 places. So this is going to be, just know, but if you are a student of advanced mathematics and you apply the formula of a combination, you will know exactly how we actually come about this. But as a biologist here, just know that we are going to have 4 of this. We are going to have 4 of this. Okay? So when you now have 4 of this, don't forget that each of this one, we are going to have 4 representative, 4 value representative for you to be able to get your F2 generation. Don't forget your F2 generation has to be F1 cross F1. So you cross 2 F1 together. Don't forget that I said this one is going to be all will be heterozygous that will be third round seeded. That is the result of the first filial generation. All will be third round seeded, but it's going to be in heterozygous. And when you want to cross it, that means you are picking any of these two. That is what you will cross to get your F2 now. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. Okay. We are crossing it with another one, heterozygous, which is this. So that by the time this one forms its gametes, the set of gametes is going to be like this, 4. So T, C, R, R. The same thing will be repeated. Going to be T, this is another T, this R, then this one too, small letter R. So, and then when you now pick this, when you now combine this together, you are going to pick, it's going to be all the gametes will now be T, R, or, okay, those will be T, R, capital letter T and small letter R. Also, it's going to be small letter T, capital letter R, and at the same time, small letter T, small letter R. So this is going to be the set of the gametes they are going to have, because when you cross this one with this, so the second set of offspring too is going to be the same, TR, and TR as well, so that this will now form the set of gametes. I told you that for verification